Hey, this is Count, and I'm going to attempt to make a Diddy video guide for somebody maybe looking to pick up Diddy as a secondary, or somebody that is past the beginner stages with Diddy and maybe looking to learn a few new things. So, first off, I'm going to show how to glide toss, which is the most basic advanced technique that Diddy has. I know that sounds oxymoronic, but in order to be effective as a Diddy main, you pretty much have to master glide tossing, and a glide toss is initiated by rolling in a direction and hitting the C-stick mid-roll to throw an item. So here is a glide toss. Glide tossing is good because you can, it's your best spacing tool, and it can set up into combos or smash attacks for the KO. You can also reverse glide toss for spacing as well, which is done while hitting the C-stick in the opposite direction that you're rolling. Glide tossing can also be used to throw the bananas upward if you're maybe getting a bit too predictable in your opponent and you want to get your opponent to put his reflector or shield up. You can also throw bananas down in a glide toss, or any other item for that matter, and a technique that has stemmed from that is called dribbling, which was discovered, of course, by Ninja Link. And I'm going to attempt to dribble here, although my dribbling can be inconsistent. So there you have it. That was the single dribble. The double dribble is done with 2 bananas. So with each of these, with the single dribble, you want to throw the banana down using C-stick down while glide tossing with your back facing whichever way you want to dribble, and then immediately after you throw the banana down, you want to hit A. And if you get good at it, you can do it all the way across the stage consistently. I'm a little bit more inconsistent with my dribbling. So now that we've covered the glide tossing basics, I'm gonna go through a couple combos that I like. I'm going to start with one that is a bit difficult, but it's kind of neat and it feels cool if you pull it off. Multiple back airs from an up throw. It's kind of hard to do against smaller characters like Meta Knight, but I'm going to attempt it here. So I got 2 off. Sometimes you can do up to 4, and it really is tough for the opponent to get out of unless they have really good DI at low percentages. Next, I'm going to just do a basic dash attack to an up tilt, which is probably my favorite combo, and then you can follow that up with an aerial. So you glide toss, going for the dash attack, up tilt, then follow up with an aerial. I missed my aerial, but this is probably my go-to combo, so to speak. Then here's, at lower percentages, you don't want to waste your smash attacks, so you want to follow up your glide tosses with tilts. So I like to follow my glide toss up with a forward tilt or a down tilt, but you can sometimes do a glide toss to 2 down tilts to a forward tilt. My spacing was messed up there, but alright. Well, I keep picking up my banana again, but you get the gist of it. So, another combo I like starts with the neutral air. Maybe you can glide toss the banana upwards, and then glide toss banana upwards, and then you start with a neutral air to an up tilt, if I can ever do a neutral air, which I'm too clumsy, I guess. So I had a hard time getting that to work, but you want to throw the banana up, neutral air, then up tilt, and then go for another aerial. There we go. Finally did it. Alright, a technique that is effective against characters with reflectors, particularly Falco. If you watch Ninja Link's videos, you'll see him do this against Falcos a lot. If you have a banana in your hand and you crawl, if you angle your control stick at a 45-degree angle, you can do a down tilt while holding a banana. That can lead to mind games, and also you can do that a couple times and then drop the banana down and maybe do a down smash or something like that. And it's, like I said, especially good against Falco to get him to throw out their reflector. Alright, this next technique I'm going to do, I believe, was discovered by Player 1, and I think it's called Player 1's chain grab. And it's not necessarily inescapable, but it's really good for getting percentages up at the beginning of a stock. So you want to have a banana out, and you want to glide toss it at your opponent, follow up with a grab, and just continue this process that I'm doing right now. My guy tripped, which is unfortunate, but oftentimes, even though it is escapable, you can get quite a few of them off before the opponent DIs out of it. So there you have, that's Player 1's chain grab. This next technique is the barrel cancel, which you can use. Can you step in and do the barrel cancel? Which you can use if your opponent's holding a banana, or if your opponent controls your bananas and you want to be able to get them back. And it can, if your barrels hit them, it can do some additional damage. Just throw it at me. So there, anytime you anticipate a throw from your opponent, put your rocket barrels up, and whoop, yeah, he tricked me there, but put your rocket barrels up and they'll throw it at you sometimes, or when you anticipate a throw, and it'll let the barrels loose. It will give yourself some mind games, and as they have another object to worry about, and also it can hit them for a KO or some additional damage sometimes. And then if your opponent gets your banana and they put it down, and then you can go fly over it like this and then get it back, and then, like I said, sometimes it'll hit them. So that's a great way to get your bananas back, and it'll keep you more in control of your bananas, which of course is an absolute necessity as a Diddy main. So that leads me next to the peanut gun cancel, which I like to watch Advent Lee of Florida's videos to see how this technique is used to its best. It can be used. You can cancel your peanut gun by shielding or by air dodging, and then oftentimes your opponent will put their shield up in fear of the peanut, so you can cancel it and then glide toss and go after your opponent. It's really good for mind games, and despite the small damage that usually comes from a peanut, the opponents still will throw their shields up a lot of times. So like I said, watch Adamant's matches for that, because he, in my opinion, uses that to its best capabilities. Next, I'm going to do the double banana lock, which I'm not going to have the computer on walk or anything, because sometimes I mess up and I want to show how to do it. So you want to get two bananas, one in your hand and one space in front of you. And you don't always want to glide toss, but you want to leave it so you can go and get them. And if done correctly, the opponent can't get out of it for a good 20%, especially on Final Destination and possibly Smashville, depending on how the platform goes. It doesn't work on Battlefield due to the platforms. Alright, this is a technique that you see Ninja Link do all the time. He has a video of it in his signature, and also I've seen it a couple times in a player in Florida, Game Dragon X's videos. And what you want is your opponent fairly close to the edge of the stage, and you want to do a cartwheel to the spike, dash tech to spike. And the way you do this, you want to start your cartwheel before you're there. So you don't want to go up and cartwheel like this. This is how you want your cartwheel to be. You want to start like right there, probably even sooner, so it can lead to hopefully a spike, which I'm going to try and do right here. there you have it. And they can get back because it's Meta Knight, but this can work even at higher percentages. You just kind of have to anticipate with how much percentage they have, how high you have to jump for the spike. And like I said,